So we're going to make on the Kamado Joe roasted apple, plum and vanilla pasties with clotted cream. This is a great way to show you a recipe using that residual heat that you've got in the barbecue. So this Bramley apple, we're just going to peel it. So you get your peeled apples, tin foil. Simply just here I've got some muscovado sugar. So muscovado has a real molasses flavour, almost like treacle. And we just put that all over the apples, wrap them up just like you would if you were doing jacket potatoes. So you see I've got some apples here that I've done earlier that have been in the half moon pan, and they just cook down in that lovely residual heat, giving you, see where you've got the caramelised apple with the muscovado sugar. And if we just open up one of these, you'll see inside it just explodes, and it is the most amazing roasted muscovado sugar apple. So great tip there. One, giving you a delicious recipe. Now I'd use that apple for a pork dish, or you know, doing something like a lovely compote like what we're going to do here, making the most of all that lovely residual heat that you've got from the Kamado Joe. So we're just going to pop those behind us. Literally, we take the apples out of the tin foil into a blender and blitz, and you've got that lovely caramelised apple puree, or leave them rustic like that if you were just scooping them out and serving them with beautiful roast pork and crackling. Next, we're going to move on to our plums. Again, using more of the muscovado sugar. We've just cut our plums in half. A nice seasoning of the sugar all over the top. A little pinch of sea salt. I'm going to get those in now, and I'm going to add the vanilla so we get plums straight in. As you can see, we are barbecuing in traditional British weather. But you know what? I'm here for it. I love it. So we add the vanilla into the plums. Now just don't worry about it spreading at the moment. Chop up that vanilla as well. We want everything in there, because as the plums release their juices and the sugar starts to melt, the vanilla seed will dissolve all through the plums. So that's our plums on. Our apples, which we've turned into the puree. So to give it texture, because we've got the softness of the lovely caramelised Bramley apples, here we've got some pink lady apples. So you can use pink ladies, Braeburns, Cox Pippins. It's now hailing, which brings a wonderful sort of seasoning to the recipe. Cools the compote down, keeps the Kamado Joe at a nice temperature. Right, so we just cut the apples all the way around. Just a nice dice. What that gives us is we've got that roasted apple muscovado sort of toffee puree. Then you've got the nice freshness that you get from the diced apple, and the lovely beautiful roast plums, which again we just fold those through the mix. Let's have a check on our plums. Look at those, and just the flavour of that is so special. Absolutely beautiful. And the flavour, oh my goodness, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, look at that. Right, vanilla, pick out the vanilla. That has done its job. And again, vanilla is expensive. And a lot of the time people will just, you know, use the seeds, but this way, use everything. Use every bit of the vanilla. And this recipe allows you then to kind of roast it, because that's all so much flavour in that husk. Now you see, I'm just chopping those lovely roast plums up. Honestly, if you could smell this, it's amazing. And this is giving us lovely texture. Lovely, lovely texture. Add in that fresh chopped apple, so you can start to see the different textures you've got here. The lovely roast vanilla soft plums. Now, that amazing, gorgeous roasted apples, all we've done is taken them out of the tin foil for this and just blitzed. And that literally is a Bramley apple Muscovado sugar, and then just the residual heat of the connected Joe overnight. Or, you know, if you've been barbecuing at lunchtime, you know, 6 hours, you've got that. Nice dollop of the puree, and now just mix all of that together. How good does that look? That is just flavour. If I wasn't making pasties, do you know what I'd be doing right now? I'd be making this, and then beautiful crumble. Put the crumble all over the top, put it back in the Joe, lid down, and then just bake. I want to keep the mix nice and thick, nice and tight, so that when it's going in like a traditional pasty, where you've got kind of the beef, the potato, the swede, you want that mix nice and tight. So we just have a final taste. That is delicious. That's a nice one with a crumble there. I'll get 2 for 1 there. You could crumble in, you could literally do that now, like a crumble. I'm actually wishing I did do that, because I could have just topped that with crumble now and gone back indoors. But no, I've got to make pasties. So that is your apple, plum and vanilla compote made. Now what you'd want to do with this is just put this to the side. Once it's cool, into the fridge, and ideally overnight is fantastic because the flavours just develop. Because you want to make your pasties with this cold. If you were to add this into the pastry, it would actually melt the pastry and make it all soft. You wouldn't be able to pick them up to put them on the tray. So that's our compote made. Right, let's do some pasties. So we've got puff pastry. Sort of cut that to the size of a sort of small plate. Some flour. Nice amount of the compote. You can probably see where we're going with this. All that lovely flavour. Puff pastry. Just got a little bit of egg yolk here. You just go one side and just gently fold over. Now leave one side open, and then from the other side work all the air out all the way around. Now you see you've got how generous that amount of filling is that you've got, still leaving that little airway open at the end, so you know you've worked out all the air, and squeezing it at the end. And again, just using the shape of your thumbs all the way around. What we do, just with a fork, just push down all the way around. That egg yolk. We've got the soapstone in there because it just holds the heat beautifully in the stone. It's not porous, and it is perfect for baking these. And straight onto the paper. Okay, let's check on these pasties. Look at those. Look at those. Get those out. Absolutely beautiful. Put with these what you want. Vanilla ice cream, custard. I'm going with the best clotted cream. Hot spoon. You want the crust on the top. Most wonderful bit of clotted cream, like that. A little bit of that on the board. I'll just go straight in the middle to show you. Now it's quite cold out here, hence why the clotted cream is still soft, but that clotted cream on top of there. All done in the connected Joe. I mean, look at it. The pastry, beautiful and crisp. That incredible compote that we made in there. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And like I say, vanilla ice cream, custard. I love clotted cream because I love the sort of the cold temperature of the clotted cream with the lovely warm baked pastry. That is beautiful. Look at it as well. Packed full of fruit. That is a winner, an absolute winner.
That felt uncomfortable.